I told you that the giant white wind turbines spinning across the horizon, the symbol of clean energy, are hiding a dirty secrets? Because they are. Welcome to the people's perspective when we unpacked what matters, decoded for people who actually think. Keep watching till the end for the happy news of the week. We are sold this image of wind power as the future, green, renewable, planet saving. But beneath the surface, the story is a little bit more complicated. And once you start looking closely, you will see it too. Let me take you there. Wind energy has been sold to us as the future, sleek, renewable, eco friendly. But what if behind that shiny image lies a system that's unreliable, wasteful, and in some cases actually hurting the planet? Let's take this apart. On the surface, it looks impressive. Rows of turbines standing tall like futuristic soldiers harvesting debris. And yes, they do generate electricity, but that's not the full picture. Let's start with the core issue: intermittency. Wind energy doesn't flow like a river, it sputters like a leaky faucet. It only works when the wind is blowing just right. Too little wind, not enough energy. Too much, you shut the turbines down to avoid damage. And if the weather drops below freezing, in many regions, turbines can literally freeze. Stuck. Done. Remember the Texas power grid disaster in 2021? Millions lost power, some people even died. Yes, fossil fuels failed too, but frozen wind turbines played a major role. That's the dark side of relying on weather based tech without robust backups. But here's the kicker: this isn't a rare event. All over the world, wind farms underproof when weather conditions aren't optimal. And weather, it's never optimal for long. Let's talk about maintenance. These things are not cheap. Each turbine costs millions to build. On top of that, you've got maintenance crews, mechanical failures, gearboxes that burn out, bearings that crack under pressure, and blades that wear down faster than expected. At one and when one breaks, good luck getting parts on time, especially if offshores. The logistics alone are nightmare. And who pays for all of this? Spoiler alert! It's not the companies, it's all of us with our hard earned taxes that pay for those things, as our government signed the 2013 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Speaking of blades, here's a fact they don't put in commercials: wind turbines blades can be recycled. When a blade reaches the end of its life, which can be as short as 10, 15 years, it's chopped up and buried. In landfills, giant graveyards full of composite materials that they don't decompose. So much for sustainability. And it doesn't stop there. These turbines require huge concrete bases, each one taking hundreds of tons of cement, steel, and chemicals. The environmental cost of building a turbine is a massive before it even generates a single watt. And here is another dirty secret: in some areas, the soil beneath turbines becomes contaminated. Heavy machinery compacts it. Chemicals from manufacturing processes can leach into it. Oils used to lubricate the wind turbines parts to keep them spinning. They drop, 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 contaminating the ground below. Often, wind turbines are placed in nature protected areas. Are really safe? But the truth is they contaminated the ground. But hey, at least they are saving environment, right? Well, except they are not. Wind turbines kill birds and bats by hundreds of thousands each year. It's estimated It ranged from 4 to 18 birds killed per turbine per year. Some of them are endangered species: hawks, eagles, migratory songbirds, flying headfirst into spinning blades at 200 miles per hour. And it's not just direct hits. Bats vital to ecosystem are killed by air pressure changes caused by the blades. It scrambles their senses. Their lungs collapse. We went from save the bird to share the birds in the name of optics. So let's recap. What is the reality of the wind turbines? Unstable energy supply, sky high production and maintenance cost, toxic waste buried in the ground, and blades that can't be recycled, wildlife deaths, and nature damage to the very earth we are trying to save. And yet, the narrative is overwhelming positive. Wind equals green equals good. Any criticism labeled as anti-science or pro-fossil fuels, right extremism. But ask yourself, why aren't we hearing the full story? Who benefits from this vision of the truth? Think about it. These wind farms aren't owned by small town green activists. They are backed by massive corporations and heavily subsidized by governments. Billions in taxpayer money go to propping up this illusion while questions are swept under the turbine base. So here's the thought. What if the real product isn't electricity but public perception? In an age of image over substance, how do we decide what's good for the planet? Who sets the narrative? Who founds the headlines? Who gets the fact checked? And who doesn't? And that leads us to something even bigger. Because next video, we are going deeper into the system that shapes what you believe about the wind energy, climate change, and everything else. We go about the media. Once the watchdog of democracy, now possibly its weakest pillar. Since I'm still traveling, if you want to know what's up, follow me on Instagram. At that time, I should be around Polish codes, so click the link for my Instagram profile in the description below. No comment section for today, but let's get to the happy news of the week. So we will end on positive note. In a heart-melting moment straight out of Disney movie, a mistletoe thrush in England was caught on camera feeding a baby blackbird. Photographer Andrew Fusek Peters captured the rare sight in North Shropshire. The mama thrush fed her own chicks, then turned and offered a worm to a little blackbird who eagerly gobbled it up. Experts say this happens sometimes when orphanage chicks beg nearby birds for food. That open beak triggers a material instinct, and apparently species lines don't matter when it comes to kindness. Andrew says he's never seen anything like it, and he was just 5 yards away when he snapped the pigs. So yes, birds of a feather don't always flock together, but sometimes they share lunch anyway. Thank you for watching till the end, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, knowledge is the key.